Hey guys, Jack here and welcome to a Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile. Today I'm going to be profiling a custom built What deck and I'm pretty excited to do this. Now for those of you that don't know, What decks rely on gradually diminishing your opponent's life points by direct attacks. Now they can do this by using their effects and also spell and trap cards that assist them in doing this. So they're not necessarily extremely powerful, they're not that beefy, but they do have a lot of potential and they can, whittle away at your opponent's life points, which is why I like them. Alright, so up first we're going to be looking at the monsters, and I'm using a total of 23 monsters. And those monsters include 3 What pheasants, 2 What cobras. I'd like to be using 3, but I don't have 3 at the moment. 3 What kiwis, a great level 3 tuner. 3 What foxes, a great level 2 tuner. 1 What woodpecker, a What burrix, if that's how you pronounce it, I'm not quite sure. 2 What dragonflies, 1 What lemur, 1 Rye Rider, 1 the Calibrator, great for versing opponents if they're using XYZ or XC decks. 1 Honest, a great card to have in a light deck. 1 Artifact Chakram. Now this card has got a quite confusing effect, but if perfected it can be lethal, so a great card to try and master. I haven't mastered that yet, but I'm trying to. 1 Wattail Dragon, an awesome card that is just great working in its own What deck. 1 Radiant Spirit. Now when this card is destroyed by battle, it destroys all face-up non-light monsters. A great basically explosion that's going to happen on the field and kill all other monsters except for light ones. And then I'm using 1 Light Ray Daedalus, a great card to have in a light deck, extremely powerful, sort of hard to summon, but it's great to have him with us. Alrighty, it's time to do the spells. I'm using 10 spells. First off, we've got What Cube, a nice equip card for thunder type monsters. 2 What Signs, 1 Supply Squad, a Malevolent Nuzzler, Fissure, I love this card, Falling Current, Recycling Batteries, basically Monster Reborn for 2 Thunder type monsters, 1 Ryoku, and 1 Photon Booster. Now I'm going to go into more detail probably in a minute about all these cards. I'm just going through them quickly at the start so you guys can see what is in the deck. Alrighty, it is time for the traps now. I'm using 15 traps. First off, we've got What Cannon. Only 1 What Cannon. I was using 2, but I found when I was drawing into it, I didn't find it was actually that useful to me. It is a great card, but 1 will do. Then we've got 2 What Keepers and 1 Call of the Haunted. These are basically all your cards that will help bring back things from the graveyard, except for spell card Recycling Batteries. Then you've got all the destructive traps, things like Bottomless Trap Hole, Shadow Spell, Nordic Relic, Leviathan. And now it is time for all the things that don't necessarily harm your enemy, but they just stop them and it gets really annoying. So you've got Fiery Feather, Heartfelt Appeal, Enchanted Javelin, Ordeal of a Traveler, 2 Luminizers, a Thunder of Ruler, and a Butterfly Oak. That does it for all the traps. Alrighty, I almost forgot to do the extra deck, but luckily I remembered, so I'm using 5 Synchro monsters and 2 XC monsters. Those are 1 Mighty Warrior, a great warrior, awesome dude. Then 1 What Chimera. I kind of want to be using 2, but I've actually found that using 1 is awesome and it will do. Then I've got 3 What Hydras. Now Originally, I thought that I'd be synchro summoning What Chimera more, but I've actually found that I can very easily synchro summon into What Hydra, so I've made do with 3 of him. Then we've got a pretty well played with number 39 Utopia. There's quite a few level 4s in this deck, and that's why I'm using him. And then we've got number C39 Utopia Ray. Now the reason I'm using him is partly because I'm using number 39 Utopia, but also because this guy needs 3 level 4 light monsters, and I'm capable of doing that. So I'm keeping him here in the deck anyway. I haven't actually used him yet, but I'm using him in case I need to. So now I'm going to do a brief run through of some good things about this deck, some nice plays you can do, as well as some bad things and some weaknesses of this deck, and how you can improve it. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching so far, and let's get into the discussion. Alrighty, so one of the things that I think works well in this deck is that you're able to continually cut down your opponent's life points through direct attacks, but you're also able to hold off your opponent as much as possible while you slowly attack their life points. Now, if things aren't going your way, there are a lot of cards all shown here that can help you out with that, so they are very useful to have. Now, another great thing about this deck is that I find when I'm struggling a bit with my normal monsters, because, you know, they're a little bit weak on the attack and defense, I am able to, however, synchro into a lot of strong monsters as well as tribute, and I think I've got that good balance of cards, so if I need them, they're there. But say my deck isn't full of high level monsters that need tributes, and I've also got a good balance in the synchro part. Now I think I could use more synchros, trying to look out for them, trying to collect them, but at the moment I'm pretty sure that I've got a decent amount. Alrighty, so here are all the monsters that are able to attack your opponent directly, what Pheasant is able to, and what Cobra. Then you've got what Cobra and what Dragonfly, who are able to draw monsters out of the deck. Now that's only 3 monsters in total that can attack your opponent directly and draw cards out of your deck. Now that's not that much, but in total I'm using 7 of these guys, so 3, 2, and 2, which I think makes up for it, so that's good. I'm also using spell cards that allow you to attack your opponent directly, so it is a weakness that, you know, they're fairly weak monsters, but I think it does make up for it, that all the spells that they have working with them. And yeah, alrighty, so that concludes it for the video. This is my first ever Yu-Gi-Oh video, so any support I get on it is really, I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy these types of videos, make sure to subscribe. I've got plenty more videos on my channel. I've also got some more Yu-Gi-Oh videos coming up that I think there'll be people that enjoy them. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.